Bedford Stuy. Bedford Stuy is not the same place in Brooklyn that you may have heard many years ago. Maybe that's changed. It's a lot of, for lack of a better word, a lot of hipsters. The neighborhood has been cleaned up now, and a lot different. And this is the home of Biggie Smalls, on my personal opinion, the Mount Rushmore, greatest rappers of all time. Here is his mural. So the story went with this mural a couple of years ago back. The owner wanted to do upgrades due to increased property value in the area. So he wanted to do upgrades that we could raise the rent. Now the renovations, the upgrades would have added new windows, which would have forced the mural to be destroyed. And the pension, to name the notorious painting a landmark, protected its removal, gained more than 3,000 signatures before the initiative was halted at the request of Spread Art New York City. And at that point, due to thanks, from several rappers, kind of help save this. Check out Biggie freestyle. So if you've seen or heard Biggie freestyle, right across the street, it's no longer a corner bodega grocery store, it's a coffee shop. Right next door to that, as you could see barely clearly, is where Biggie was freestyling all those years ago, where that graffiti is directly in front of you. Those block parties. That was the very location. Where just the genius of Biggie is on display to all the locals in the area. And that is, again, that's in Bed-Stuy. Like I was saying, with this mural back here again, it was saved through the outpour of rappers of T.I. and all the locals, so it helped save it.
She was sleeping.
Take the next right onto Nostrand Avenue.
Again, this area is just the value is skyrocketing because it's convenience. It's so close to the city, and we're going to show you. We're going to take you to the next location. Is actually Biggie's house, which was a short hop and a skip away from where we just were. This is going down the block. These are all, I guess you may call them brownstones. The house is on 226 James Place. Is it 226? And from what I understand, much of his family, friends still live in the area. You're looking at the Orient Temple, which is right across the street from where Biggie grew up. It's 197, I believe it was, Orient Temple. It's not in use now, or it's in the process of being changed over to kind of having a venue, hold venues and events. But that was the underground area where Biggie would go down to and practice honing his craft of freestyling. That, what we just seen was the home of where Biggie lived. We're going to pan right back to it. But you're looking at the street scene down the other way as well. And there you go, directly on the 3rd floor is where Biggie lived with his mother. It's 226 St. James Place. It's called the Clinton Hills section of Brooklyn. Looking back at the Orient Temple, that's Biggie's apartment building. These type of apartment buildings, you know, he lived on the 3rd floor. Many families live in these buildings, which is pretty common for the New York City, you know, in and around the 5 boroughs, that type of area. Rent expensive. And if you just seen the intro to that clip, if you were paying attention, you did. These are the steps of where Juicy was first filmed. This is where Biggie was on the steps in the opening few seconds of the intro of the video. These are the steps. Juicy from 1994, by many considered to be one of the greatest rap songs around. Right on those very steps. As we're going down the block, the same block where Biggie lived, Juicy, Orient Temple, you see the sign.
There you can see it says Christopher Wallace Place.
St. James and Fulton Street. Biggie Smalls, Bedford.